Anuma, to you, and then I'll go to both my political analysts.
A leader who speaks only for applauses but disappears in accountability is not delivering. He is deflecting. And being critical is not negativity. The problem comes where country needs leadership and leader goes into hibernation. Calling criticism negativity is a convenient shield for the government. And it is they are very uncomfortable with this scrutiny. In a democracy, questions are not negative. They are necessary. Nation building cannot happen by avoiding uncomfortable truths. And democracy today exists mostly on paper. A system where opposition is mocked or muted. Parliament becomes a one-way microphone. Elections are questioned and there is no answer from the government. If we want to talk about SIR, if we want to talk about the pollution and we wanted an early winter session also, then also this government has not accommodated that.
Bhanu.
There was a calculation made at some point which said that we are losing around 2.5 lakhs rupees per minute when a parliament doesn't function. And there are estimates that around 150 crore approximately is lost when a session gets wiped out, right? So to put it in perspective, the Chandrayaan mission is 600 crores, okay, the cost of it. So it's basically 4 wiped out parliament session is an equivalent to a Chandrayaan mission. So I think we have to frame the debates in such a way so that we know the opportunity cost of not the parliament not functioning. That's number one. Number two, since the parliament is not functioning, we do not even know who are the great parliamentarians on either side, right? So we can't identify the best batsman because the game is not happening per se. And like Rajiv Shukla said in parliament today, the biggest loser of this whole episode is the opposition. We don't even know what their points are, who are the best spokespeople from their side. And so Parliament used to be like the biggest source of information from various parts of India. They were the parliamentarians, the members of parliament were the original political influencers. Now the source of information and the source of political influence has gone to a media. People are making their minds listening to anchors like you and media people like me, right? So I think the parliament's legitimacy is coming under question. It is by the democracy's most legitimate forum, but unfortunately it is not being put to use. And see, the government, the opposition cannot dictate the agenda of the parliament, right? So it is for the government to actually set the agenda. Obviously, there are places, there are actually procedures through which the opposition can raise issues even on one that are urgent, right? There is question hour, there is actually 0 hour, there are calling of attention motions, so many of these, right? And having said all of that, there should be some sort of a gentlemanly agreement between the opposition and the government. See, they need not trust each other, but this sort of acrimony is actually not good for the country.
Okay, Bhanu, I have a question for you. You straddled both the worlds. Arun Jaitley used to say, and I quote him, the opposition must have its say and the government should have its way. Absolutely. That's the fine balance of the parliament. Do you think that fine balance is disrupted?
Oh yes, absolutely. See, I think from the BJP's perspective, they feel that the opposition has not digested its continuous victories, and that's why they are, and they still want to call the shots, and that is the reason they are continuously disrupting parliament using one bahana or the other, right? So that is, and because of that, like what Nikhil was saying right now, it is a forum for the opposition to raise its voice, but why is the opposition shooting itself in the foot by actually disrupting? And obviously, questions will be raised on the money that is spent. It is the poor person's money, and you can't be blasé, and you can't actually theorize away or saying that why should somebody even talk about money? Of course, it is taxpayers' money. We should talk about it. See, the thing is, there are methods to which opposition can raise it, right? Can raise issues, right? Like I said in question number 0, there are so many other ways to do it. But the opposition is not using it. I think we should actually find a constructive way of working, and both the government and the opposition are answerable to the people of India.